Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
A new study reveals how much Las Vegas residents need to make to live comfortably in the city. Good morning and thank you so much for joining us on 7 at 7. I'm Cynthia Puga. In top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. A Las Vegas Metro Police officer was arrested on Saturday and is facing a charge of domestic battery by strangulation. Metro Police say Lieutenant Brian Boxler was booked into the Clark County Detention Center and had been employed with the department since 2008. Boxler is being placed on suspension of police powers with pay. No further information has been released. Two men were arrested on Friday for suspected involvement in a shooting that killed one and wounded two others on May 18th. 30-year-old William Hill III was arrested in Clark County and faces multiple felony charges, including open murder. And police say 30-year-old Tyree Mays was taken into custody by the FBI in Portland and was awaiting extradition to Las Vegas. The men are accused in a shooting that killed 41-year-old Carl Chester. A 3-year-old boy and Chester's brother were also shot. In July, police said the Mays shooting may have been in retaliation for a 2002 deadly shooting. Former Las Vegas Councilwoman Michelle Fiore is likely to see prison time, however, not a significant amount. Now, this is according to attorneys. The 53-year-old was recently convicted by a federal jury of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 6 counts of wire fraud. Wire fraud comes with a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison, but her sentence may be brought down by factors such as her lack of criminal history. Fiore's sentencing is scheduled for January 6th. She has said she intends to appeal the case, but cannot do so until after sentencing. A Las Vegas man was arrested outside a Trump rally in California over the weekend after trying to get into the event with loaded firearms and multiple passports. The Riverside County Sheriff's Office said 49-year-old Vem Miller was booked into a detention center. He was later released that day.
He showed up with multiple passports with different names, an unregistered vehicle with fake license plate, and loaded firearms.
The Review-Journal spoke to Miller, who said that the notion he was planning an assassination for Trump, who he wanted to see become president, was ridiculous and plans to sue law enforcement. This marks the third event of dangerous incidents against the former president. Meanwhile, this weekend, the former president also visited Las Vegas to join members from the Hispanic community, where he highlighted his economic plans and how his policies will help Latinos in Nevada.
But I just want to say it's been an honor. I've had such great support from the Hispanic community and from the Black community.
Saturday marked the former president's 6th trip to Nevada this year. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Starting off your work week with much cooler temperatures compared to last week, with a high in the low 90s, expecting a high around 92 degrees. Dry and warm conditions continue through the midweek. We'll be expecting strong gusty winds Thursday with temperatures in the 80s and a sudden dip into the 60s on Friday, and then increasing into the 70s for this weekend. We are expecting lows in the 60s and 50s for this week. In business, brought to you by GBank, your best banking experience ever. A new banking rate study found Las Vegas Valley residents need to make at least $111,000 a year to live comfortably. This puts Vegas as the 16th most expensive city to live in the United States. LVRJ real estate reporter Patrick Blennerhassett explains why.
This is obviously what a UNLV economist, Stephen Miller, is calling the California effect. California's cost of living has skyrocketed over the past few years, and we're just in the geographic blast radius of this. The second is that this is definitely a crude analogy, having one number to define affordability, but it's pretty difficult to dispute right now that living in Las Vegas for the majority of the Valley's residents is pretty unaffordable.
Sports brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. The Golden Knights are 3-0 to start the season after picking up a win over Anaheim on Sunday. Center Tomas Hertl broke a tie early in the third period with a power play goal, and the Golden Knights defeated the Ducks 3-1 at T-Mobile Arena. Goaltender Ilya Samsonov made 22 saves in his Knights debut. After playing the first 3 games of the season at home, the Knights will head out to Washington to face the Capitals on Tuesday.
In health, brought to you by CenterWell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. If you have a tendency to snore, it could be a sign that you have obstructive sleep apnea. Health experts say it happens because the throat muscles relax, causing the tongue to fall backwards and obstruct the airway, resulting in either snoring or obstruction. Doctors say oxygen levels can also drop, causing high blood pressure and increase in the risk of heart problems. If you're diagnosed with sleep apnea, treatment may include weight loss, having to use a CPAP machine when sleeping, and postural therapy to prevent you from sleeping on your back.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Monday Night Football features an AFC East showdown between the 3-2 Bills and the 2-3 Jets. Buffalo are 1.5-point favorites on the Station Casino's STN app and will look to rebound from their loss to the Texans last week. The Jets are plus 105 on the money line and the total is 41. New York will have Jeff Ulbrich serving as the interim head coach and Todd Downing handling play calling duties after firing head coach Robert Saleh after a loss to the Vikings last Sunday. Vegas Nation brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. The Raiders fall to 2-4 after their loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday, 32-13, the final score at Allegiant Stadium. Amir Abdullah had appeared to score a touchdown late in the second half. Here's what he had to say about the referee's call to mark it down before the goal line.
I mean, in real time, I thought I scored, but following play, this next play mentality, got laxed, made a great play, punched it out, which, you know, we just got to be better protecting the ball, the backfield. Take a lot of pride in that. And I didn't come up for my team.
In lifestyle news, brought to you by LV Craft Shows, has been bringing you the finest craft and gift show since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for upcoming events. Bazaar Meat by celebrity chef Jose Andres is moving from the Sahara after being there for a decade. Reps for the Venetian say the restaurant will move to its casino hotel and open in the lower level of the Palazzo lobby. Bazaar Meat debuted at the Sahara in 2014. A statement said the Venetian would welcome Bazaar Meat in 2025. In your entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Trolleys, has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to arizonatrolleys.com to see who's playing. The new emo and indie rock festival Best Friends Forever made its debut at the downtown Las Vegas Events Center over the weekend. Unlike Vegas's other big emo gathering, When We Were Young, this fest is more focused on the roots of the emo scene and caters to an older crowd. Some of the bands and artists that took the stage included Pinback, Algernon Cadwallader, and American Football. Thanks for watching 7 at 7. You can watch us Monday through Friday on streaming platforms like Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and YouTube. We'll see you here tonight for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. The 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.